Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Hasan Zeki Alp. I've been presenting you modern programming languages in my YouTube channel. So far, I have completed most of modern programming language videos, and right now I'll start up a new, fresh new programming language. Actually, it's not a language; just we can call it a library. I'm talking about JQuery, you guys. JQuery is a JavaScript library, in fact, just I can say ECMAScript in nature. And during my videos, I'll be presenting you lots of examples that can be interpreted by me to you line by line, and I will be showing the result. The output of the code executed by a browser at the same screen. And for this purpose, I will be using ECLIPSE IDE environment. And for the time being, I'd like to share with you the agenda of jQuery. In fact, we have got some topics, some familiar topics. I will be starting with selectors, and afterwards I will go on with events and other stuff, and I will strive to complete during the whole minutes of this video course and a full chapter as far as we can go. And in case it becomes so large, it becomes so long, I will have to cut it and try to upload at the soonest time. And take it easy, guys. Yes, we're talking about an HTML extended extension, guys. I'm presenting you these codes that I've already prepared before preparing this lecture, this video shooting, and in case we we must use a jQuery code. So we have to access the relevant library. This Java jQuery library. And in order to access this jQuery library, let me wrap these lines. Okay. Okay, in order to reach this jQuery library, we have to add a script tag here. Source. Source must indicate a relevant URL that can be reached, and that makes us available for using the relevant jQuery codes. And this is another option. Just instead of reaching this URL, we could prefer to copy it in our local directory, and I can make it available by using this structure. All the same, it is up to you which one to use in order to make it available to use the relevant jQuery codes. Okay, let's start with the very first example here. Yes, just let me make a check in order to be sure everything's okay. Yes, that's okay. Sorry about that. Okay, just look at this code, you guys. You can see here easily this library reach the library access by means of this source command, and it's placed within script and slash script tags, as you can see. And that means from now on I can use jQuery, relevant jQuery codes. That means this. And when we talk about jQuery, anyone must think that we talk about an selector like this, okay, selector, and we talk about an action like this. Okay, a jQuery means a selector and dot action, relevant action. What I'm saying, in order to do anything with your jQuery code, you have to at first indicate the relevant object or relevant component that can be performed the relevant action. In order to do that, you have to use this dollar sign and parentheses, and this is my selector. That means I have already selected p tags, that means paragraph tags here. And what is the relevant action? The relevant action will be clicking on the relevant button, click, I mean, and this click action just invokes a function. What's the meaning of this function? Just look at this curly brackets from here up to here, yes, and this will be okay. This will be hide or will be vanished. It's not allowed to be seen for the user by others saying. And this jQuery quotes and finishes here in quote finish here in fact. And how about the rest of our code that exists in within HTML extended file? I have within the body body tags, I define two paragraphs, in fact. First paragraph just saying, if you click on me, I will disappear, and this is going to be the first paragraph. And what about the next one? Click me away, and the third one, click me too. So just the code ends here. When I run this HTML file by means of a browser, I here, thanks to my software utility that makes me available to run it within this utility. I mean preview utility. I just make it visualize the code, the existing code, but without clicking anything. Just here we are saying that P is selected to be action for the action. Okay, P this tag, this one, and that one also will be selected. And what's going to be done after that? A click will be expected from the user. A click action will be expected from the user, from me, of course, in this case. And this keyword stands for the previous thing that's going to be related, and this will be will be hidden. So all P will be hidden step by step. Just when I click on this one, this is vanished, and this also disappeared. Also, this also disappeared. I hope it's clear, you guys. Just in order to make it much more clear, I will show you another example. Here, another HTML file, and here I access the relevant library here once again, and here I make it available by saying $document dot ready add function, and the function will be clicking on the button. Okay, and after clicking, the selector P will be selected to be hide as a result of this click action. So let me have a look to the HTML codes with header 2. This is a heading will be printed out, will be displayed on the screen, and this is a paragraph with p tags also will be displayed, and another paragraph will be displayed. So as a result, three paragraphs, three different tags will be presented, will be displayed on the screen. And here there is another thing here, button, and there is a text on the button. Click me to hide the paragraph. This is a paraphrase that you can click on this. And when I run this HTML file by means of this preview utility, just as you can see, this is a heading with a header too. Yes. And how about this one? And look at this. Click me to hide paragraphs. And just as you can guess, it's gonna hide the relevant paragraphs. But how it works? It works by means of this button and this click function. This is the selector, and this is the action. This is the selector, this is the action, and the selector is P. That means all P tagged strings will be disappeared whenever it is clicked on the button. Okay. Just this paraphrasing text has left on the screen. Okay, let me share you with another one. Okay, here this time I choose .test object. That means just look here. I here define a class test. Class called is called test as test. Sorry, and this one also test. And there is a click me button here. So just we look for the selector and actions. The selector is button. Okay, as you can see. And I'm talking about this button, click me button, and whenever it is clicked on, the test object or component will be selected by this program snippet, and this one and that one will be disappeared. And how can I say that? This is the hide function. So when you click on the button, hide will work, and it's gonna be okay, vanished. How about this one? This is another paragraph. So there is no test indicator here. There is no test text here, so it's not eligible. It's not selected by this selection criteria. Sorry, this selection criteria. Okay, let me share you with another code. This time, instead of selecting one by one, I use this asterisk sign. Asterisk sign or star sign means that the whole bunch of data will be selected as a selection procedure, and will be hidden as a result of this button click. So just let's have a look. So there is no specific indicator that's going to be selected or not selected. So just by placing a star or asterisk, all the paragraphs or all the data on the screen will be disappeared, as you can see. Okay, let me show you another one. Okay, this time just by indicating this hashtag sign and test, we can definitely indicate that this object will be selected as a selector, and to be hidden by means of this button click, and just test. As you can see, this will be in coincidence with this one and that one. And by click on this, all the stuff except the click itself will be disappeared. Just here, this one, this is a heading, and this is a paragraph will be will be kept appeared case because only this hashtag, this tag exists within this paragraph, within this indicator. Okay, let me show you another one. Okay, this is an example of this usage. In fact, whenever you guys, whenever you say this, that means the previous line or previous expression exists. Exists some information or have some information, or other saying, when you see, just look the previous line, and the previous line will be given a hint about what it's concerned or what it is considered. And here there is 3 paragraphs and 1 click me button, as you can see here. And this is this is selected, button itself is selected, and this that height will work as a self disappearing function. Just when we look at when we click on click button, as you can see, it's hidden, it's disappeared. I mean, this is disappeared. I would like to show it once again. Okay, as you can see. Okay, let me show you another one. We're going on with our jQuery course here. Okay, I've got 3 lines. Intro, this is a heading with intro indicator, and another one, this is a paragraph. You have to be careful about that. This is a heading, and this is a paragraph is displayed on the screen, except this one. This is a hint. This is a class indication. Just by means of this one, I can select this so as to be disappeared or showed. And I have got a one click me button, as you can see. And how about our jQuery code? When we look at this jQuery code within this script tags, I can say that p.intro will be selected as a selector. Okay, and whenever this is selected, and whenever the button is clicked, height function will be performed. That's another saying. Just look here. This is a heading, and this is another paragraph will be displayed as always. And this intro and this intro will be just this intro. Just this intro will be vanished as a result of this clicking. This is not selected because the header H2, not P. You have to be careful about that. Yes, how about this one? Here, it is another example for selecting the relevant one. This is p tagged paragraph, and this is another p tagged paragraph. And just as you can guess, this is the first one, and this is the second one. Just by indicating this description, p semicolon first. So you are saying that please select this one, and please make it hidden. Okay, as you can see, this paragraph will be vanished, will be disappeared. Here, I've got a table definition here within body tags, body and table tags. Just as you can see here, with this unordered list items, we have already created two lists, a list first and the list second, containing the same items, and just how to indicate to be hidden object. Another list, yes, UL and line index first. That means UL and line index first. This I'm talking about this one. Okay, this one will be disappeared whenever I click on the button. Okay, as you can see, coffee is disappeared, and the remaining items will be remaining their places. Okay, this time another list item and semicolon the first child. As you remember from child and parent processes, first child stands for the first one. I mean, this is the first child, and this is another first child because in hierarchical manner, this is upper, this is above the child process, and this child process is below the parent process or main process. Just by indicating our selector as UL line first child, you simply say that these coffee items will be disappeared. Okay, as you can see. Let me show you another one. Okay, this time just I would like to share you with some URLs here. These URLs are the ones that I utilize in order to prepare these fancy lessons to present to you. And thanks to this w3schools.com, by the way. And this is the relevant URL, okay. And this is another relevant URL. And when I run this HTML by means of a browser, you will be seeing only this explanation instead of URL part, okay? Because just as you can see, HTML tags only makes it available, make it visible on the screen, this part, okay? HTML tutorial and CSS tutorial, instead of showing, instead of displaying this part. And this is the case, in fact, by means of this href format. Just I can select the item to be to be hidden, and just when I click on this, this one and that one will be disappeared. As you can see, it's already disappeared. Okay, this time I've got the same structure, the same layout, okay, and just I have a click me button in order to activate the relevant action. How about our selector here? Our selector A and parentheses target equals to underscore blank. So that's the indication, you guys. Just we look for which item does have such a thing, such a description, such a definition exists here. Okay, that means only HTML tutorial will be vanished as a result of clicking this button by me, as you can see. And just I have got another example relevant to this kind of presentation. In this time, just I choose the opposite thing. What I'm saying, instead of looking for an equality or equality, just I look for the non-equal condition. I mean, in case it is not underscore blank, so please choose that one. that means this one will not be selected. Yes, okay, this one. Let me show you. This one will not be selected because we look for the one that doesn't equal to this one. So CSS simply will be disappeared by means of clicking this one, as you can see. And I'd like to show you another example. This time, okay. This is an interesting example, you guys. As you can see, we've got 3 paragraphs and 1 click me button. And here, instead of selecting other objects, other components within this HTML page, just I choose the button itself by means of this notation, semicolon button, and what's the relevant action? The action is to hide it, and just by clicking this button, I activate this disappearing action, disappearing command. Once again, okay, just I have got a button description here. Yes, click the button, and just I say that this button will be selected by itself. Okay, and it will be vanished. Okay, I would like to show you another one. Okay, in this case, we've got a table here. So it says, welcome to my web page. It's an imaginary, it's a pseudo page, in fact. Just here, by means of table border and table tags, table creation tags, I create a table here, just as you can see at the right side of the screen. Okay. Anyway, yes. Okay. As you can see here, there stands a table here indicating company and country, and this is the relevant, possibly relevant customers, clients, and this is the relevant country. So what it is expected from our jQuery codes. Our jQuery codes does not do anything, just embellishing our code or coloring our code. The criteria is TR. This is the table rows. Okay, this is the table row 1, table row 2, second, 3, third, 5, and the indicators or other saying the selector criteria is please choose table row. Okay, and as long as it is even, I mean this is the first line, and this is the second. Second means the even, and please call a CSS and make it its background color as yellow, and it makes yellow, as you can see, and simply this is the second, this is the fourth, this is the sixth line, and this is repeated for each case. As I said, less code and do more. This is the mentality, this is the motto of jQuery, in fact. And let me show you another example. This selector just chooses the even ones, and that one also chooses the odd ones. Odd ones means the odd lines. This the first, second, the third. Third means odd. So the third line will be colored as yellow, and the fourth is even, and the fifth is odd, and also this will be colored as yellow, etc. Okay, let me show you another one. Okay, just by means of this example, I would like to show that instead of instead of you using your jQuery codes within your HTML file, you could prefer to code it in a separate file like this, such as this, and simply you can call your codes, JavaScript codes or jQuery codes, they are the same. Separately, by means of a line, my jQuery functions JS, and of course, in order to use jQuery codes, you have to reach Ajax libraries. No need to mention it once again, as you can see. And let me have a look at this library, this code, separate code, and simply it calls a function, and that function tries to open an alert box on the screen, and it's saying "Hello jQuery." This is an indicator of a separate line usage. As you can see here, just I would like to repeat it once again. Okay, frankly, it does not anything because code is simply does anything. So by calling this my jQuery functions .js, it simply opens an alert box here saying "Hello jQuery," and that's all for the time being, you guys. And so far, we have completed the first chapter of this fancy jQuery lessons. I would like to show you our agenda once again. Okay, thanks for your watching. In this accelerated course, I have, thanks God, finished this selectors chapter. And in our next course, I'll be presenting you zillions of examples regarding events and other stuff. And thanks again for your watch, and thanks for your sharing time with me. Bye bye. Bye.